3. Two. Great. Yeah, listen. I'll have to see what is the link. Blue Jean, something stream. I thought Rock Lobster was about Phoebus. Or maybe something with Trout Mask replica. Or from Trout Mask replica. God damn it. Det er rigtigt. Det gjorde hun. Jeg synger altid om Phoebus. Eller, vi burde alle sammen altid synge om Phoebus. I wish. I have to check every tile on this whole river, and in 6 of the tiles there are a 50% chance of catching a Phoebus. Oh my god. I forgot Slackov. Just loafs around. Can't escape. You cannot escape. The almighty bunghole. That's just the same song again. I can't even hear it over the game music. Bongholio. Come on. Jeg skal nok komme ud og æde nogle af dem. Number 2. 3. Four. Five. That's 2, I believe. 3. Four. 5. One. 2. Three. Four. And 5. Swan. Two. Three. Four, I guess. Ah, the last one must have been 3. This is 4. And 5. one. And 2. Oh yes, Phoebus. Good to see you again, Squall. I think I might have blocked out how horrible Phoebus is. I can't remember if it was you who asked me earlier, where I was like, oh, Phoebus is easy, it's just a bit of a grind, but no problem at all. I totally forgot how it is to fish in these games. I hate fishing in these games. What's that, number 4? 4, I think. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna catch one and then I can think. I guess 2 to 3 hours is the plan. I should really settle into a schedule. Now I'm more like just streaming when I have the time and I feel like it. But that isn't very audience friendly. Yeah, that's true. But I guess my last week has been not a normal week, so I haven't had the big blocks of time that I would usually have. That screwed it up a bit. It should settle down a bit, I hope. I'll make it settle down a bit. Do they reset every day? I thought that was in Gen 4. I think they reset when you talk to oh damn. My battery still has power in it. I'm just gonna, not that I don't believe you, I'm just gonna confirm it. Well, I can't seem to... True. I do have the battery, but I'm sorry, I'm just... let's see, Phoebus on Bulbapedia. On Bulbapedia it says, in Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald they randomly change whenever the trend in Dewford Town changes. So when does that change? Oh, it was me reading. I'm sorry. I had to read up on the Phoebus tiles. It seems that these tiles do not change every day. They change every time you change the trendy whatever phrase in Dewford Town, and you can do that at will. And it should not change itself. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have said something. But in Gen 4 they change every day. I can't find a source on that, so I don't know. All I found was it changed with the trends, and the trends. All I found about those is that they change when you go down there and change them. Yeah, I know. I can't find anywhere where it says that they change every day. Besides my own stream. That should be number 5. Are you sure you're not mixing Gen 3 and 4 together? It is, well, it's almost the same. I'm doing this to sometimes battle a Tentacool or a Kavana to level up my Slakoth. I mean, the amount of encounters is gonna be the same. This way I just get some XP also. I guess I could just check once. That would be quicker. There would be a chance that I just bypass a fever spot, but there are 6 of them. I want to grind a little, but I might as well do 2 things at once. Also, welcome. But yeah, 1 encounter in each. That should. I think that's how I did it last time, and it feels like you're progressing much faster. Even though in reality, yeah, you're not progressing 5 times faster, but maybe like 3 or 2. And you get to push the move button. Yeah, you are. That's like 1.5% or something. And even if you do, you can just like turn around at the end and go back. It is. It always is. I mean, you could fish on each tile 5 times and still miss it. Still miss all 6 of them. The chance is low, but it's bound to happen. I wonder if I can take this out with Rock Smash. I probably can. Super effective. Why? Oh yeah, that's right. Fighting is effective against dark, dark against psychic, and psychic against fighting. Makes, like, kind of sense. Magic carps are never worth killing. At least not from an XP standpoint. Wrong fish. This must have been the way I did it last time I found Phoebus. Doesn't feel that grindy when you move one square each time. I have a working battery. I will use no ROMs in my epic quest. It is replaced, yeah. The dude I bought it from replaced it when I bought it. But it does have some hours on it. Not as many as my Ruby copy, where I've already done all of this, but that was not on stream, so I'm gonna delete it all. But my Sapphire is gonna be my main game for the stream. My main gen free game. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for this project. I'm gonna need like 7,000 berries or something ridiculous like that. I'm gonna max out the berry counters on 5 different kinds of berries, and that's not gonna be enough. I am going to first get a full dex, a full living dex, and then I'm gonna make them ribbon masters, each and every one of them, if I am able to. It's easy to replace the battery. I've done it once. It's not a big problem. You need a screwdriver and a battery, basically. So if my batteries run out, I'll just buy a new one and slap it in. So getting the living dex is the easy part, Lemon. That's gonna be the fast part of this. Getting all the ribbons on them afterwards is gonna be the slow part. Yeah, change your battery. You should do that. It's nice to have the full game in that way. I still need to buy Gale of Darkness. I have a Japanese Colosseum. Is it? Yeah, Colosseum. So I can get the. I can't remember if it's Ho-Oh or Lugia. And a Celebi. But I'll need the other Gen 2 legendary. And you can only get that in XD. I'm not sure if your save file gets erased. I would move over all my Pokemon just to be sure. Oh. But I am cautious. I would probably move them. I know somebody has Pokemon XD for sale, but they are so expensive. And I am pretty short on money. So it might just be a Christmas gift instead. Yeah, exactly. I'm more worried about getting a Oh, that's not too bad, Lemon. That price is okay. Oh, it's still expensive, but not as expensive as I have seen them. Stumbling over my words here. I'm more worried about getting I guess I'll just go to a 3DS and play my DS games on that. But a 3DS with a capture card, so I can stream it. They are not cheap either. And they don't make the capture cards anymore, as far as I've read, at least. And a Japanese Colosseum is needed for the Celebi. You need a Japanese copy with the Celebi disc. But I've already got that, so I can, if I buy Pokemon XD, I can get all the Pokemon except Mew in Gen 3. It is, but it's only in the Japanese version, and they have a little extra disc with it. And they are pretty expensive too. And I think that's the only way to legit get it. Yeah, I think that's in the US. You get it on the bonus disc. And in the EU, you get it on channel, I think. I can't really remember. I just know I have channel, so that's where I'll be getting my Jirachi. So I guess I'll be streaming some anime at some time in the future. Yeah, but isn't it the North American version that has the bonus disc? And you can't play the NTRS version in a PAL machine, I think. But you are right. There are two ways. I got Pokemon Channel from somebody who didn't really know what they were selling. So I paid like I can't even remember. maybe 10, 15 euros. They could have gotten more. Yeah, but who's not gonna be a champion squall? That's yeah. It is a bit easier on the bonus disc, but like champion status is 2 or 3 hours away. 2.5 to 3 hours. But isn't it just the North American one version that had the bonus disc to begin with? Or am I misremembering? Where are you from, Lemon? Since you seem to default to euros. So I'm guessing the EU somewhere. Oh, I used the wrong move on. That's cool. Belgium, cool. That's like peak Euro country. At least in my mind it is. Yeah, I thought that was what I got at, but I guess I'll have to do something to play the Japanese version of Colosseum anyway, so I could have gotten the bonus disc and did some work on a GameCube or bought another GameCube. There's always a way, almost always a way. I think you can buy something that where you can just change region on your GameCube. I think I found out in researching this project. I'm gonna have to buy that at some time. Yeah, yeah. Just use a freeloader and learn Japanese. Then I'm good. I tend to forget it, but I think it's gonna be worse than I'm even imagining. It's gonna be like being a child again and playing a game before you can read or or understand English, where you just mash buttons and see what happens, and then mash the same buttons and hope the same thing happens again. I'm not used to doing that as an adult. I might have to make a little translation sheet and have it beside me while playing, so I know what's what over time. I still haven't made up my mind if I should get I can't remember now if it's Ho or Lugia I can get from the Japanese version as well, or if I should just get the Celebi. I think I'll just get the Celebi and then get the other one from a European version. Just to make it hard. I'm gonna make a Sluffy boy do this. Berry stripes. Yeah. That's also, isn't that, you can only get it from Gate of Darkness. If you want it in Gen 3, right? Otherwise you can get it in Gen 4, but that's not good for the ribbons. And since I want all the ribbons, or as many as I can get, I'll need it in Gen 3. But some ribbons you just can't get, like, you can't get contest ribbons on Beldum because it only has one move, and you just can't win contest with one move. And there are some others where you can't really do anything. I think it's Rayquaza that's level... Is it level 70 or something? So you can't get one of the Battle Tower ribbons on it. Yeah, and I have to get Ho-Oh from Colosseum. There's no other way to get it. So it's just gonna miss that ribbon. But it's gonna have as many ribbons as you can get on it. But there are a lot of considerations, and I guess I should like make an actual Tinder not Tinder, damn it, Freudian slip, Twitch profile, and explain the rules I'm playing on them, because they are complex. I'm playing as if I had a time machine and traveled back in time to when the game was released, and then completing each game in the order they were released and collecting my full decks in that order. So there are Pokemon that could have more ribbons, but then I wouldn't get them in the order they were released. If that makes sense. I think there are Pokemon in that I can get from Colosseum and XD. And you get ribbons from that. So I could put more ribbons on them. But since their first appearance are in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or Leaf Green or Fire Red, then I'm not gonna do them in that order. They're just gonna miss that ribbon. Although I am considering pulling them through anyway, and just have 2 of them. Actually, this grind isn't that bad. The real bad grind is gonna be the Mirage Island grind. Where I'll spend some hours just running to and from a house and asking, are these Pokemon the right ones? And then him saying, no, they're not. Just to get a single berry and a wynaut. And I think I can get the wynaut in another way. You get an egg somewhere. Wrong fish. on, Phoebus. Nope. Can't remember if I moved. Don't think I did. Oh well. Just gonna check this tile extra carefully. I just love surf. And I said that a bit too early. I said it expecting he would just die, but he didn't have the decency. "16 levels to go." Yeah, sure, I'll challenge you. I guess I should just beat him with the Vigoroth for the XP. I don't think it's good enough to take on Tentacool. Oh, he probably could. Now he's just taunting me. Taunting me with my target Pokemon. He could at least tell me where he found it. Ah, clicked too early. I hate fishing in Gen 3. I can't even remember how you fish in Gen 4. Isn't it just an exclamation mark at top of your head, and then you have to push the button fast enough? Or is that later? I don't know. Welcome back. Always nice to have return viewers, even though it is because the internet died. I was wondering why you were so quiet. You seem to be talkative in chat. Not that I mind people not being talkative in chat, but you can't help but think when somebody goes quiet, if it was something you said, or if they're just like chilling. Please be a Feebas. Nope. I think I'm the only one streaming this game right now. So I guess if I do have viewers, they are all the viewers on Twitch watching Ruby Sapphire. 100% of them. Oh, I forgot I changed out of the bike. Just going to heal my Pokemon back up. Or rather, get my PP back. Isn't that Leaf Green and Fire Red? I think I tuned in the other day and watched a little. The idea is fun, but yeah, I think so. The idea is pretty fun, but I don't know if I could stand watching it for long. They are even more random than Twitch users spamming inputs. Yeah, it is. It really is. It might as well be background radiation plays Pokemon, and then just basing it on a few percentage points on the radiation. It would actually be more fun to just watch an aquarium with some nice fish in it. That would be relaxing. I guess I shouldn't be dissing other people's streams or other fish's streams. But I don't understand it. So what are you doing in Belgium? School? Work? Pokemon playing? Or do you prefer not to answer? I don't think he's in cut range. Oh, cool. What was the essay about? And graduating what? It sounds like something that could either be very interesting or very boring. I guess you thought it was interesting if you wrote an essay about it. Oh, sorry to hear that. I wrote my bachelor on the murder laws in Denmark through time. That's also something that for many people would be pretty boring. But cool if you graduate. It became interesting. It really did. But I had to read like old medieval Swedish to and a whole law complex in old medieval Swedish and old medieval Danish as well. And that wasn't that fun. But the examiners thought it was very interesting, and they had never heard about it before. So that was cool. On the other hand, I can't use my bachelor's for anything, and it sounds like you can use your degree for something. So maybe I should have gone with boring instead. Yeah. That that's gonna have a big impact on a lot of people. Laws like that. I know they've had a big impact on me earlier, and might soon again. But they're not the most interesting laws to read. How does the Belgian system even work? Is it like a welfare state, like the Scandinavian states? Oh, that that sounds pretty interesting. Or again, it sounds like something that could be interesting, but I'm not sure it is. It depends on how revolutionary the changes are. What did they change? Now I'm getting curious about Belgium's unemployment laws. Well, extra administration sounds bad, but the the integration with markets, so with the private market, sounds like a good idea. I think um, there has been some issues here in Denmark with um, big employers saying they can't find any employees, and then when asked, well, did you like contact the job center or something? They go they go silent all of a sudden, um, because usually they haven't, and that makes it hard to get a job if you just go to the job center and don't have contacts and all that. Yeah, at least on paper it sounds good, but a lot can change in the implementation. Yeah, yeah. Administration is a killer. I guess they could solve some of the problem with um, hiring more people, but then you have to pay those people, and um, that means taxes. Or reducing services on other levels. But it could be worth it to increase your... I mean, if you get people to work, you increase your tax base, so it might actually be cost effective. But yeah, it has to take a lot of time. And Belgium is like, isn't Belgium like split the middle, almost? Yeah, so they can't hire more people or upgrade a computer system and do all these kind of things. Yeah, and a couple of years ago you didn't even have a government, as far as I remember. You went, was it 600 days without a government? World record. Which country? That has to be like a civil war or something in some country. But even then, usually they like, the problem with when there's civil war is that there are too many governments, not that they don't have any. Belgium is a pretty interesting place in that way. It seems like a country that um, almost shouldn't exist. It seems like when you look into it that they should have split up a long time ago, but they didn't. But I am of course also talking from a Danish slash Scandinavian point of view, and we are famously um, homogenic, or no, heterogenic, like, no, homogenic, that's the word. So we have a hard, most of us have a hard time understanding that you can even like have more than one language in a country, which leads to a lot of racism, sadly. And that's my first political statement on stream. I don't like racism. Controversial, I know. Racism. I guess I might mumble a bit sometimes. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Alright, cool. Did you find the place with uh, who has the record for longest time without government? I'm getting curious. Oh, so Belgium still has it. Congratulations, I guess. But it's gonna be different from country to country, how much that affects you. I don't know how Belgium works with that, but like a federal state, like, I don't know. I'm not even sure now, but Germany is a federal state. They have local governments all over. So they might run sorta okay without a government. And other places have a pretty centralized government and will not run that well. It's not gonna lower your taxes. No, that's true. And it's not gonna help with international trade agreements and stuff like that. It's gonna be a problem. But I guess Belgium being in the EU helped a bit on that front. So they weren't totally screwed. You weren't totally screwed. But it's not ideal. And it's all, I think Belgium is one of the countries here in Denmark where we actually hear about the elections because they sort of make or break the country in a way. So we usually hear about them. Yeah, and it's also funny as long as you don't live in Belgium, I guess. I mean, I find it interesting, but I would much rather have like in Denmark where it's just, well, do we want a bigger welfare state or tax breaks for the rich kind of elections? And do we want Muslim immigration or don't we? That's pretty much the choice we make every 4 years. Well, I think Denmark has the second highest taxes in the world, so the taxes here are pretty high as well. Well, schools and universities are free. Hospitals are free. Wheelchairs are free. cars to drive your wheelchair in are mostly free, unless you have a job, then you pay some part of it. And since I'm a wheelchair user, I greatly appreciate that. My whole family would be broke if we didn't have the system we have, or more likely, I would be forced to not have an education and be in a home. And I wouldn't like that. Oh, well, congratulations, I guess. It's funny, in the Danish public debate, it's always we have the highest taxes. We have to go down after Germany. I could have sworn Sweden would be there. But I guess in Denmark, when we talk about taxes, it's like we put all kinds of numbers in with it to make it sound bad, or at least the conservative side of our political spectrum does. But like the whole of Northern Europe is more or less the same tax-wise, I think. There are percentage differences, but it's not like moving to Sweden you all of a sudden only have to pay 20% tax. We have a 25% tax on everything we buy. That sounds like something you could cut out without losing anything. And yeah, all the governments need administration, they need buildings, they need salaries as well. Yeah, we have a what is it called in English? A sales tax, I guess. That's pretty high in the world. Might be the highest. So all our products are pretty expensive compared to other places. But our salaries are also pretty good. At least we only have one government, and we have a free layered system where yeah, and no, of course not. The rich friends has to get even more money. Agility. We have a returning debate here in Denmark about the pensions for ministers. They get like I can't even remember the number, but they get a pretty high salary after being a minister for several years. And even if they get a job, they still get the salary for being a minister. That doesn't make sense. But of course, all or most of the politicians wants to keep it because they get the money. Meanwhile, if you're unemployed and you have a girlfriend or boyfriend and eat at their place for some amount of days in the week, you are counted as being living together, and then you have to support each other economically. That doesn't sound great. I didn't know you had a senate. And they hold elections for the Senate as well. You have like I guess parliament election and a Senate election. Nope. They are just appointed by the parties. That sounds like BS. Yeah, and then they appoint the Senate. Oh. Sorry for asking all these technical questions. I get curious about how other places are run. Especially when I smell shenanigans. But you're right, it sounds like a system that could be streamlined a bit without losing much. And that's putting it mildly. Yeah, you have to learn about the whole system, right? My sister-in-law is studying to be a social worker as well, and they have to learn quite a bit. Thanks for the follow. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of waiting for it. But happily surprised. My first Belgian follower, I think. And I've still haven't fixed the alert screen, so it's gonna be there for forever, I think. Until I go in and remove it manually. There we go. It is. It's like almost purely law. What's in this house? A lot of birds. Well, we've checked all the lower part of the river now. Without any luck. I was actually thinking about, but yeah, my my masters was gonna be about sexual laws in Denmark through time, but I dropped out after my bachelor. But it would be a pretty interesting study, I think. Like when what became legal and illegal and why. So, more laws. I drifted towards laws through my study. Oh, flash, that wasn't planned. Oh, really? What? Why? Yeah, I guess psychology, sociology, and philosophy can be relevant. You need to have some understanding of the people you work with. I guess biology is the same argument. Oh damn, I forgot to... I forgot Ninjask died. Yeah, exactly. I know somebody who got educated as a janitor, and they also have to have psychology and some sociology to understand the tenants in the apartment buildings, for example. They also had to learn a lot of biology, Latin names of plants, and it was actually quite impressive what they had to learn. Also like basic electrical work, basic plumbing work, basic scaffolding work. There's a lot more going into a lot of things than you might think to begin with. If I use yawn, I might actually be able to take this down. Like the mathematics behind statistics, or I'm not being a very great Pokemon player right now. That makes sense. I guess you could end up having to either make statistics or like comment on them in some way. So you'd need an understanding of the subject. I keep forgetting to change my Ninjask for my Swampert. Oh yeah, Ninkata's a ground type. Ah, yeah, of course. So you did original research, or were you out talking to people affected by the change, or did you read about like some before and after statistics? I don't know, something? That makes sense. Let's beat them all. Yeah, that's fine. And you were very polite to say it. Welcome back. To the lore stream. I didn't mean to use false swipe. Yeah, that's always fantastic. I think I had a whole stream where I was paralyzed almost all the time. That was also a bit frustrating. I guess I'll stay and then change Pokemon for that extra XP. That is a pretty cool Pokemon. I like the design of it. I don't think I've ever really used it, like, as a main Pokemon. I'm a bit boring with main Pokemon. I usually go with my starter and then pick up a psychic type or something, and then just power level both of them. You got the dragon skill from Colosseum, or how did that work? Oh, for a trade evolution? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused. Yeah, oh, okay, I understand. I understand. My Ninjask is gonna learn Thief later to grab all of those items off of Pokemon. But for now it's not that big of an issue. That's alright. Oh. Yes, thank you. Yeah, and I've put enough caffeine in my body to be talkative and talk quickly, so that combined with the lag is gonna affect the conversation. Alright, I'll put in a 6 Agoon to get a cast form. I just throw it in. Yeah. gonna need 4 cast forms. But I'll play through Emerald like 6 times. 9 times maybe? Or more. So there'll be plenty of cast forms. Yeah. Yeah, you get the like second evolutions of some of the starters in Colosseum, right? This one belongs in here somewhere, I think. 42, 45, 4, 3, 2, yeah. Oh, of course, of course. Well, I guess we should look more for feedbacks. Yeah, I'm gonna make those with my Ruby copy. I'm also gonna get some Everstones, because some of them I don't want to evolve when traded, and I'll need to trade them into Emerald later to get the Johto starters. Yeah, you're doing the best you can, the right way you can, the only way you can. There we go! Great, 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 great. Perfect. Fantastic. Super nice. Okay, we'll need a male, a female, and then one where it doesn't matter. Oh man, I didn't think I would get through that today. But that's the male. I guess I should go for specific natures, but I don't know which natures. So we're just gonna catch them. Oh man. This is getting me all excited all of a sudden. Are you going for gender differences, or you just want a male and female of all the Pokemon? Guess that would be an even more ambitious project than this. Just a second, I'm gonna take a picture of this Phoebus. That makes sense. One of my my rules for this whole project is that I'm not allowed to breed unless I'm forced to it. So if I can catch it, I have to catch it. And if I can get it from an NPC or something, I have to do that instead of breeding. But I think I am forced to breed for Igglybuff or something. Oh man, Feebas. Yeah. It makes sense. So that's a male and a female, and we don't care about the last one. And luckily this is not a hard place to remember, so if the natures are bad, I can go back. And I'll have video evidence of where it is. If I don't change the... Yours wasn't... What? I forgot what I said. I'm all flustered and excited about the Feebas. Every time I get the Feebas, my mind just explodes. Oh, cool. That's lucky. Yes, you only had to check like 3 or 4 spaces. Yeah, that makes sense to do. Still isn't that bad. Yeah, but you checked once in each square? It does take a while. Yeah, I was prepared to die by grind today, but the comment about just checking once and then being lucky with the placement of it really helped. This is great. What's that like? Fly? Yeah. Ninja boy. Yeah, that makes sense. I just wanted the XP on my Wigoroth / Slackoff. Otherwise I would have used the old rod as well. It took me a longer time to find a Menon than it did to get Feebas. Pomex, I think I'm gonna use those later. There's a dude down there, isn't there? Yeah. Might as well beat him. I'm pretty overleveled as well, as you can see. I always end up horribly overleveled. Ah, that sucks. I had a moment, like 2 or 3 streams after catching Menon, where I just ran through to get somewhere, and another Menon showed up. I wasn't really happy to see that. Felt like the game was mocking me. But it is dangerous to not have false swipe and try to catch anything. Okay, so there are new Pokemon here. An Absol is a must. And you didn't have, yeah, of course, people play in different ways. You didn't have Menon when you went after Latias? Latias? I love this drum part of the battle theme. Yeah, and then a low-level Pokemon in front. Or I can't remember what it is. You have to have a Pokemon higher than a certain level, but lower than another level, and then use Repel and walk back and forth after checking that it is there at all. Right? It's been some time since I did it. But sounded like you were pretty lucky. But went by pretty fast. I think I usually lead with some Pokemon that knows a sleep move to quickly sleep the Latias and then Volt Swipe it from there. We're just looking for an Absol here. And as always, some XP. That makes sense. On the roaming legendaries, it makes sense to use the Master Ball. I'm not gonna use it, but I don't blame people for using it. I almost never use my Master Balls. But it is certainly easier. Oh, there we go. That went pretty fast. But you had you've tried the authentic experience and now you just wanted the Latias. Oh, repeat ball. I thought I threw a great ball. I don't even have great balls. Well, premier ball. Might as well use the last one. Nope. Taunt is also a great move that I have to use on the legendary beasts in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Ah, yeah. From somebody who knew what they were selling, or somebody who had just cleared out their child's room or something, their old room. I'm gonna yawn this one. Why didn't I think of that? There we go. Maybe I should have Slaking with me as a sleeper Pokemon, but Yawn takes 2 turns. Oh, it isn't instant. They have a turn afterwards. Makes sense. And how often do you even look at the sticker anyway? Disaster Pokemon, that's a pretty grim description. Yeah, you can. And stick it on like, yeah. You can probably even like get some shop to make a sticker of it and put the sticker on. if you really want to. Nine levels to go before I have the slicking. I am not willing. Let's see, he knows bird moves, but you should buy them. They're pretty good games, but might be like sort of expensive. Not Gale of Darkness expensive, but you could also, if you go to enough flea markets, you could be lucky. I think many people don't really know what they're selling when they're selling Pokemon games. Oh damn, that menuing. My great hope is still to... Yeah. You can probably find it there. It won't be super cheap, but I would guess you could find it. I would actually be pretty surprised if you couldn't. Repros? I don't understand. I don't think I've run. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I would rather have a legit one, even if there are no discernible differences in the games. But I would love to have some of the fan-made games on a cartridge. That would be cool. Oh, of course, yeah. So you can't. They might as well be nothing to you. And to me as well. As long as they're being honest about it, I can live with it, but if they lie about it, I'd be pretty mad. That sucks. That really sucks. And yeah, it makes it useless. If you play in a certain way, it's useless. Even, it's actually worse than useless, because everything seems fine up until then. Wait, do I even... No, I don't. Can I just... Yeah, I did. I need to do this. That's the way to do it. I can understand your skepticism about it, especially if they're not honest about it. Then you'll have to go look at it physically. I don't think I've run into that problem, but I haven't tried connecting them to like Colosseum or anything. I've connected all my games to each other and everything worked. I guess that means they're legit. That's not cool. That's a dick move. I can understand that. I would be too. I really would. I mean, what the hell? The least you can do is send out the thing you take a picture of. We all have phones. We can all take pictures. There's no reason to not take a picture of the thing you're selling. I guess I shouldn't say we all have phones, but almost all of us have phones. With cameras. Good cameras. Yeah, total scam. I thought I got scammed when I bought my Japanese Colosseum. The first seller sent it to the US for some reason. And I had to get kind of rude in my messages before I got my money back. I did tell them that if they got the game back, if the person in the US sent it back to them, then I would pay them for it, to have it sent to me. Oh, this doesn't work. But it doesn't seem like they have. And I got all my money back. But I was kind of mad when I found out. It wasn't like they had spelled the address wrong or anything. That it was the wrong continent, wrong street address, wrong name. Everything was wrong. Man, we really are over leveled here. Whoops. One finger was too fast. I think I have some like fan-made mashup game or something from the first generation. I think I have a Pokemon Green or something lying somewhere. And that doesn't sound legit. I don't know if it was the Japanese version ported to Europe or what they did. I couldn't resist buying it though. Mud Shot won't work. More Surf will work. I don't think so. I could go look, I guess, but I don't recall it being in Japanese. What the hell? He healed. I look away for 1 second and he's healing. It might be in the straw right beside me. I'm gonna check. Let's see. Nah, it isn't there. I don't recall it being Japanese. I recall it being in English, so it must be like an English translation. What the hell? Oh man. Lower its defense, please. I'm gonna lower its defense. That's the plan now. Thank you. And then I'm gonna heal. That makes sense. I can only remember them like using one potion on each Pokemon, but I guess I just pushed this into the red twice. I'm always surprised when they heal. Even though I've seen it a million times. Every time they heal, I'm like, what? That's cheating. You can't just heal in the middle of a battle. There's no reason to go back to the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna go down to the bridge down here and then I think we'll end it for today. I'm gonna be back on Wednesday and Thursday, but not tomorrow. I'm playing on GameCube with a Game Boy player attached. Yeah, and a Game Boy Advance as a controller. Just gonna save twice. It is pretty nice. The Game Boy player was a bit expensive, but worth it to stream. Well, I'm gonna go eat and chill for the rest of the day. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the follow and just the chat. Hope to see you again. Hey, you're welcome. Have a nice day.